Good evening, everybody. This is Jamie Cullum. I'm back with my weekly selection of the best jazz and music rooted in jazz from the UK and around the world right here on BBC Radio 2. And I've got to say, it's a really interesting show tonight. The producer and musician Mark deClive-Lowe is going to be giving us a guide to the Tokyo jazz scene. That is all to come tonight.
My name is Mark deClive-Lowe, and I'm a musician, composer, pianist, producer. I spent a long time in London, then a chapter of life in LA. Now I'm based in Tokyo, originally from New Zealand. And so I guess I'm a globally rolling music maker. Jazz is a genre that's so deeply ingrained in the culture of Japan. And it's to the point where you go to like a soba restaurant and there'll be some Coltrane playing, or you go to a department store, you go to the toilet and there'll be Hank Mobley playing. Like it's instead of smooth jazz, you're hearing actual jazz. It's got this really interesting kind of foundational presence in the culture. In Tokyo, there's well over 100 jazz clubs, and those clubs cater to, all kinds of jazz, from straight ahead to avant-garde, fusion, club jazz, and jam sessions, and just like everything you'd expect from, if you imagine a jazz mecca. I mean, Tokyo kind of has it all. Top of my list is a tiny little club called No Room for Squares in the Shimokitazawa area of Tokyo. The entrance is it's a retro, maybe 1950s, 60s Coca-Cola vending machine is the door. So you kind of open it, it's almost like a hidden speakeasy. And the place can only hold about 25 people, but there's always killing music there, huge range of style, and it's a place to see local players and a lot of younger players as well. And then another place I'd recommend is Blue Note Place, which is kind of the little sister club to the Blue Note, and where the Blue Note hosts a lot of touring artists and internationals who you'd expect to see. Blue Note Place hosts a lot of more of the younger upcoming local artists, and a great sound system. That's one thing in Japan, the sound is always going to be on point, and that's something I really appreciate both as a performer and a listener. The Japanese audiences, they're super committed to the listening experience and quite often really educated in the music and its history and lineage. They're so attentive. It could be an experimental ambient music gig, it could be a full-on jazz gig, but no matter what it is, there's a level of engagement and focus and welcoming that is quite unusual around the world. There's a huge number of younger local players coming through, really studied musicians coming through jam sessions and being mentored, and definitely playing with the form where Glasper and Brad Meldau, people like that, their influences are huge as they are anywhere, but also UK kind of like club jazz sounds, and there's a lot of global influence coming through. And at the same time, it's being distilled down in a way where those local cultures and scenes start to kind of percolate and create their own sound as well. I'm going to pick 3 artists from Tokyo who I think you're going to love. And the first one, his name is Tomoaki Baba. Tomoaki Baba is a tenor sax player, and he came to everyone's attention through an anime film called Blue Giant. But yeah, fantastic musician. We get to play a lot together. And he dropped a really great album called Electric Rider earlier this year. It's produced by Big Yuki, features a great Korean New York drummer named JK Kim, and some great Japanese talent too. So this is his track, Circus 2. My second pick from Tokyo, another fantastic young artist, is a piano and keys player named Shota Watanabe. The first time I heard him play, I was just blown away. Super lyrical, and I hear the influences, and they're all players I love, but I hear his own thing as well. He also, in his trio, has a great drummer named Shun Ishiwaka, who I'm a huge fan of, and whenever we get to play together, I love that. He's my favorite drummer in Japan. This is from Shota Watanabe's trio album, Landed on the Moon. It's a track called That's the Way Life Goes. My third pick artist from Tokyo is a young trumpet player, Reiya Terakubo. Reiya is originally from Hokkaido, which is also where Tomoaki Baba is from, and Shun Ishiwaka, who played drums on the previous joint. So I feel like there's something in the water in Hokkaido. And yeah, Reiya is just fantastic. He's toured with visiting UK artists, done some shows with me, and really been influenced and inspired by those kinds of sounds as well. So this is from Reiya's debut album, Reiya the Pave. It's a track called Anticipation. Hey, this is MdCL, and you're listening to The Jazz Show with Jamie Cullum on BBC Radio 2. I'm super excited to be back in London. I spent a long time there in the early 2000s, and so London is very much one of my adopted homes. Really excited to be back there for the London Jazz Festival and to play Ronnie Scott's. And I'm going to be bringing Melanie Charles and Shigeru with me from the States to perform our project, Hotel San Claudio. Hotel San Claudio came together in the beautiful hills of Italy over many 6-hour meals and beautiful walks and great gigs. And really the record it's a byproduct of friendship. You know, the three of us love hanging out together. We all happen to love a lot of the same music, everything from spiritual jazz through to club music and electronic music. And so the record kind of pays homage to all of that. We have some interpretations of some Pharoah Sanders joints, some of our own collective collaborative compositions, some of my tunes. It's just it's a fun vibe altogether, and I can't wait to bring it to the live stage in London. So from my album, Hotel San Claudio, I'd like to play one of our Pharoah Sanders tributes. This is The Creator Has a Master Plan, Part 2.
That was Mark deClive-Lowe, and The Creator Has a Master Plan 2. Fascinating look at the Japanese jazz scene there. And you can see him live at Ronnie Scott's Club as part of this year's London Jazz Festival on the 20th of November. And also at the festival on the 22nd of November, Philip O'Neill of Tokyo Jazz Joints, who was my guest a couple of years ago, teaching us about Jazz Kisser, will be doing a pop-up event at the Jazz Social. I'm going to try and get down to that because not only do I love the book, but I also love the podcast they do, Tokyo Jazz Joints, which talks about his journeys around all these wonderful jazz joints over in Japan. Really a great, great listen, just so specifically tailored to my own personal interests and just such great music taste throughout it as well. I'm Jamie Cullum, and you're listening to BBC Radio 2. Now, the sad news came through last week